And now, your Action 12 Sports with Bruce Vonderhaar.
The Kansas City Royals are in Toronto to start a series with the Blue Jays tonight, but there's much more on their minds than trying to improve on their 16-3 record. The team is concerned by the SARS outbreak and brought with them, among other things, bottles of disinfectants. Toronto is dealing with 160 cases and 16 deaths so far. Outside of Asia, Canada has been the country most affected by SARS. The team plans to stay close to the hotel and avoid all autograph seekers.
Particularly great about going there. They say it's safe, so I'm assuming it's safe if we take the precautions that we need to take. However, I'm not thrilled.
What is it that you're going to do to make sure you cut down on the risk? What have they told you, and what are you going to abide by?
We're going to stay in the room, stay in our room and just go to the stadium and back, avoid contact with people, and avoid congested areas that are enclosed.
Can't help but be, worried about it, so just going to take every precaution that our trainers tell us to do, and try to stay away from people and just go there and play ball and get out of town.
I know we're going to make a lot of people mad because we're not going to be able to sign autographs in groups of people, handshakes, no public transportation.
The Royals are underway. We'll have highlights at 10. High school baseball from Joplin. Kirk Harriman's team hosting Fayetteville. First inning, a 1-1 game. Jason Sullivan with a base hit to right center. That scores a pair of eagles, and that gives them a 3-1 lead. Joplin sends Chris Riggs to the mound. He gets a strikeouts to end the second inning. Right now, fourth inning, Joplin leads 3-1. We'll pass along scores of this scheduled doubleheader tonight at 10. Another Seneca basketball player has signed to play college ball next year. Dale Hunter is off to Leavenworth, Kansas to play for St. Mary College, an NAIA Division II school. Hunter was a 2-year starter for the Seneca basketball and football team. For the basketball squad, he was a first-team All-Big 8 selection this year, averaging 14 points a game and shooting 60% from the field and helping the Indians to a 24-3 record. His teammate Heath Sitton signed earlier this week with the College of the Ozarks. It will be a busy couple of days for the NFL this weekend. Tomorrow, the 68th annual draft takes place at Madison Square Garden in New York. There will be a total of 262 selections made in 7 rounds. Rounds 1 through 3 tomorrow beginning at 11 a.m. and then 4 through 7 on Sunday. Here's a look at the order of the draft. The Bengals, of course, have already signed USC quarterback Carson Palmer. Detroit likely takes Michigan State wide receiver Charlie Rogers with that 2 pick. Then comes Detroit 3 with the 2 pick. Houston with the 3 pick will make one of their 13 selections in the draft. The Jets traded up today with Chicago to get that 4th pick. Dallas will pick 5th, followed by the Cardinals, the Vikings. The Rams will go at number 12. They will likely pick an offensive lineman or a linebacker. The Chiefs at the 16th spot likely take a defensive end or a running back. It's very interesting that the Chiefs in the early rounds will likely draft a running back. There's still a lot of question marks right now with Priest Holmes, his injury, whether he's going to hold out once the season starts. So it's going to be a very interesting day to see what the Kansas City Chiefs do Saturday and Sunday.
Isn't it incredible how big of a deal this has become?
Really,
it used to be held like on a Tuesday and no one watched it.
And now everybody watches and everybody waits for a team to mess it up, which the Bengals usually do, but I think this year they're making a good pick. And also the Rams, Mike Martz is so unpredictable. There's no telling who they're going to take in this draft. So it's going to be fun to watch tomorrow and see what happens.
I know what you two will be doing.
I'll be watching the draft.
Okay.
You bet.
We'll be critiquing Mel Kiper's hair.
That's right. Hasn't moved in 6 years.
No, wind tunnel tested.
Coming up next on Action 12 News at 6, we'll check in with Ray for the weekend forecast.
But first, let's take a look at these cops. They might be taking a donut break, but it's all for a good cause. We'll explain when Action 12 News returns.
In Chicago, cops competed in the World Cop Donut Eating Championship.
Nearly 30 police officers took part for bragging rights on who can eat the most donuts, not to mention more than $2,000 in prizes. Proceeds went to the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial Fund in Washington, D.C. The fund maintains the wall where names of police officers killed in the line of duty are kept, and 9 donuts in 3 minutes was good enough to win that contest.
And you and Bruce were saying that you could do more than 9 donuts.
I expect more from our members of the
So
law enforcement community.
There is a lot of powder on those donuts. You just dip them in milk, soften them up a little bit. You can get more than 9 down.
So coming up tonight at 10, you guys are going to try it?
That'll be the sportscast tonight at 10. Yeah.
Bruce jamming 9 donuts down.
Bruce and Jimmy.
It sounds like you guys have already tried this before.
I'm conceding the competition to Bruce on this one. How about about the weekend?
The weekend is very nice. We're going to see plenty of sunshine after morning fog tomorrow with highs in the 70s.
All right, thanks, Ray.
That's going to do it for Action 12 News at 6. You won't want to miss tonight at 10.
Salon services provided by Bioskin. Custom services, custom products, and a full service.